the uninitiated, hi, I'm Annoying, and I will take any opportunity to talk about Persona 5 Royal, which Persona 5 Royal is coming out today on like every platform except for a MacBook because fuck you. No, but I've decided to make a little PowerPoint presentation to talk about some tips and tricks to make your experience, your first playthrough, worthwhile, the most worthwhile. This is very much for beginners, so if you already know how to play an SMT game, this is not for you. Also, this is just for fun. Don't take this too seriously, okay? Don't take it too seriously. The most important thing to think about is how Persona 5 is a really long game. Really fucking long. So, listen to the little icon at the bottom of the screen and take your time, okay, honey? Take your time. Don't rush through things. This video is very much just suggestions. You don't have to, like, listen to it. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to go out every day fishing, I can't stop you. Which, yes, Persona 5 Royal does have a fishing minigame, because every good video game has a fishing minigame. Time management. Remember how I explained how you needed to take your time? Yeah, forget about that. Stress about the concept of time, because you can only do 2 things a day. So, think carefully. Just think about it carefully. If you go to the metaverse, that'll take up your whole day because Morgana will dropkick you if you don't go to bed on time.
Go the f to sleep.
This game works with a turn-based combat system, which the game will pretty much explain it fully to you in tutorials. So I don't feel like over-explaining this, but the gist of it is you have different magical types. If you hit an enemy's weakness, then you will get a 1 more, and you can either attack them again, or you can baton pass to one of your allies and give your turn to them, and that way you can create a little chain of hitting different enemies' weaknesses until you can do an all-out attack, which you don't have to always do an all-out attack. You can also talk with the enemy, because violence is not always the answer. It's just dependent on what you need. If you talk to an enemy, you can get money from them, items, or you can ask them to join your team. An important part is that you can fuse different personas, make stronger personas. This is pretty much necessary to get like actual good personas.
Hi, Editor Pinky here. I was just kinda realizing that I did not properly explain fusion, so here we are. Good way of like looking at fusion is that personas have weaknesses and strengths, and basically, if you fuse 2 personas, then the outcome will inherit some of their abilities. So this way you can create a persona that is weak to ice, but has resist ice as an ability, and that way it technically doesn't have a weakness. So I need to mention treasure demons. Treasure demons are enemies you can find, which they're somewhat rare. They have good abilities, and you can use them for fusion, which I didn't realize this is my first playthrough, so just kind of try and get them if you know what you're doing. And last one, I didn't mention this anywhere in the video, and I feel stupid for not mentioning it. Will seeds are really useful, and they can be really overpowered. So I see a lot of people not bothering with them, but like if you want to get them, they're overpowered. So yeah, bye-bye!
How to max out a confidant, because I have to explain to you how to make friends, because you are playing a Persona game. You don't know how to make friends. I speak from experience, but I'm basically just mansplaining the funny anime game to you. Every character has like an invisible friendship meter. If they get little beep boops, little music notes, that means that you've gone up. If the friendship meter has reached a certain point, you'll get a rank up. So you can do like a confidant rank. If you can't rank up a character, you can still hang out with them and give them a present to kind of boost your rank. An important part about this is also if you have a persona corresponding with the arcana of this character, then every beep boop will count as 2 instead of 1. So think about like having personas in your party that correspond with the people you want to be friends with. On a map you'll see where everybody's hanging out. If you like go to the information on the map for like specific locations, it'll explain to you like if a character is going up, if you can just hang out with them, or if they're grayed out, that means that you either have to do something to hang out with them, or it's locked behind story content. So just kind of think about it. Confidants I recommend and why. Kawakami. I don't want to explain too much because again, this is fully spoiler free. I don't want to talk too much about like story stuff. She helps you with time management, which makes you able to do 2 things a day. It's very specific things, for example, making coffee or curry. But on her rank 10, which I genuinely recommend you get this, on her rank 10, you will be able to shut up Morgana. She's the most powerful character in this game because she can shut up Morgana. He's the best character in the game. Moving on. Okay, no, I'm explaining it. This list isn't biased in any way, shape, or form. What do you mean? This needs some explanation on the battle system because we're not done yet. Basically, this man helps you with SP items. What are SP items? Every magic attack costs SP, which means you will run out of SP very quickly. Which means you either have to use a lot of physical attacks, or just cry. SP items are really hard to find or to buy in this game. I know they made it better in Royal. It was hell in Vanilla. He'll help you make coffee and curry, and coffee and curry are SP items. So he's pretty useful. Once again, one of the best characters in the game. I don't need to explain myself. He raises your max SP by 5 every time you hang out with them. I could stop there, because that's pretty great. Also gives the ability Detox, which means any ailment can randomly be erased from Joker. Highly recommend getting him to rank 10, because again, his abilities are actually really useful and really overpowered. Chihaya. I kind of hate how long this confidence takes to get started. However, she can do tarot card readings. Luck reading temporarily increases the growth rate of a selected social stat, which is pretty useful if you need a certain stat heightened for certain things useful. Affinity reading deepens your bond with a confidant of your choice. So you don't have to hang out with them, you can just pay this woman your party. Of course, your party. The characters you'll probably spend the most time with. It's only natural that you're going to prefer certain characters over others. So just rank up the characters that you use the most in battle. Make sure you have one heavy hitter in your party. So either Yusuke or Ryuji, and one good healer, Morgana or Makoto. Most people prefer Makoto, but that's on you. And also, extra tip, prioritize Ryuji and Futaba, because Ryuji has a really overpowered ability, and Futaba is also really overpowered with her abilities. Yoshizawa, my girl. Grappling hook, enemies. Do I need to explain more? It's a grappling hook. Get him to rank 8. This is a threat. He's the best character in the game. The twins. They help you with fusion, which they give you a lot of really good abilities when it comes to fusion. The problem is that their confidant is really annoying. Like, the cutscenes are really cute. I really like these characters. but you have to do quests for them, like fusion quests. And if you're as bad in fusion as me, you don't know how to do that. Just look up a guide. I don't recommend looking up stuff for this game if you want to stay spoiler free, but you can look up a guide for these too. Just hang out with whoever, just do anyone, have fun, you know? Just, if you like a character, you like a character. This is just a bunch of suggestions. You make your experience. Also, there are romance options. You can romance multiple girls if you're an asshole. No boys though. No gay. Sadly, no gay. These are some smaller, funky little tips. The back alley doctor sells SP adhesive items. They're pretty expensive, but if you're having trouble with SP, put this on your most used magic user. Alright? Have enough books and movies to raise your social stats with, just on you, if you're not allowed to go out. Additionally, you are able to do a crossword puzzle. In LeBlanc, this does not spend time. If you like doing crossword puzzles, Persona 5 is just a glorified crossword puzzle simulator, I tell you. Spend at least once a month / like arc going to Mementos. Even if you don't like Mementos. Trust me on this one, I didn't do this. It's a hassle, but it'll help you in the long run. Bad endings are a thing, but they're really hard to get. Just don't trust an adult, ever. Just don't do it. Don't trust an adult, it's fine. I just remember, I messed up. Ignore this. I messed up. So, this game is long, so take your time. Again, just don't rush through it. You'll be fine. And if you enjoyed this video, check out my socials. I do art, Persona art. Here's some of my art. Wow. Like and subscribe, I guess. Have fun. I hope you enjoy the game. And that was my PowerPoint presentation. Teacher, did you like it? So I'm turning it off.